We are, right now, all comfortable breaking the law. And we've decided that's fine. I want to talk about why that terrifies me. We have a rule, a simple rule. Drive a certain speed. And almost nobody follows that. And I'll include myself in that. And I'm guessing most of you watching this video don't follow that rule either. That's actually what makes this conversation uncomfortable. We're not talking about other people. We're talking about us. So ask yourself, why don't you follow the speed limit? If you're honest, the answer is usually some version of, I think I'm better than this rule. I don't think it really applies to me. But here's the thing, speed kills. That's not just a slogan, it's physics and statistics. We have the technology right now to build cars that know the speed limit and simply won't exceed it. We could do that today, and we don't. And I think if you push people on why, the answer you get back is something like, that's my right. I should be able to drive how I want as long as I don't get caught. We've decided culturally that the freedom to speed is worth protecting, even though we would never say that out loud. Which makes the self-driving car conversation fascinating. One of the big promises of that technology is a dramatic reduction in traffic fatalities. And one of the reasons for that is straightforward. Self-driving cars won't speed. I think that's secretly one of the reasons why people are kind of going to hate them, at least at first, not because they're unsafe, because they'll actually follow the rules. But if humans simply obeyed the speed limit, we would see the same kinds of savings in lives. We just don't do it because we think we're the exception until we're not, until we're the person that killed somebody because of speed. But what really worries me is what this reveals about the law in general. The question most people are asking isn't, what's the right thing to do? It's not, what's best for society? It's something much smaller and more selfish than that. It's what's most expedient for me right now, and how far can I bend this rule before I get caught? And that's not just a personal failing. That is the relationship with the law that we model for our children every single day. Every time we blow past a speed limit sign with our kids in the back seat, we are teaching them exactly how to think about the rules. Not as agreements that hold society together, but as inconveniences to be negotiated around whenever you think you can get away with it. The speed limit isn't a trivial thing. It's the social contract at its simplest. And we are deluding ourselves if we think we are not part of the problem. And I'll say that about myself too. I speed. There are rules that I break. But that doesn't disqualify me from making this point. If anything, it is the point. We are all implicated. And that's exactly why somebody has to say it. What we owe each other is to care more about the common good than about our own convenience. That's not a radical idea. That's the whole premise of living in a society together.
You know, we're living in a society.
So here's where I stand. Either we raise the speed limit to match how people actually drive and own that decision honestly, or we follow the ones that we have. What we gotta stop doing is ignoring the rules and then raising generation after generation of children who believe that conscious disregard of the law is just how things work. Because eventually that attitude doesn't stay on the highway. It metastasizes into everything.